Hi everyone, we are from Group 4B. We'll present about the McDonald Corporation as a company. Before we jump to the material, let me introduce the team member. We have Billy, Dopil, Clara, Ayumas, and Maudi. During these presentations, we will present about the company stories, which will be explained by Ayumas, the issues and challenges that faced by the company, which will be explained by Billy and Dopil, the impacted stakeholders that will be explained by Maudi, and lastly, what communication objective that will bridge the gap between the company's narrative, which will be explained by Clara. I am Ayumas. We'll begin with the company stories. McDonald's is a company that serves local relevant food and beverage, which initially founded by the McDonald's brothers in 1955. In 1960s, a person named Ray Kroc buy the franchise and bring the McDonald's become this big company as we know currently. Finally, McDonald's was incorporated in 1964. To make delicious feel-good moments easy for everyone is the McDonald's mission statement. It serves delicious food with affordable prices and also comfortable locations in which belief will give the customers good moment when go to McDonald's. McDonald's also keep expand its business by divide the company segment into three segments, which are the United States, international operated markets, and international developmental license market and corporate. In 2020, McDonald's became a company that has the highest net income and total asset when compared to its competitor. That's all about McDonald's company stories. We'll continue to the challenge and issues that faced by the company. For Billy, the time is yours.
Okay, thank you, Getmas. Now, the challenge that we want to highlight is McDonald's product is categorized as unhealthy meal. The initial problem that is appear from the unhealthy food is uncontrollable increasing amount of people with obesity. Typically, McDonald's product contain a lot of sodium, fat, and sugar. According to Silvestri 2016, McDonald's target market are children and minor communities, who is categorized as vulnerable population due to a greater lack of knowledge on food portions, calorie intakes, and important rationing of certain ingredients. And due to a minimum campaign of dangers of junk food, people are still not aware of it and keep overeating it. The ingredient that is contained in McDonald's itself could bring bad impact if people still overconsume it. These people have a higher chance to get diabetes and increase the amount of diabetics. The second issue that rises from the unhealthy food is shifting diet from such communities. There are already a bunch of people who is aware of the importance of maintaining their health by being vegetarian or vegan. Therefore, if the number of vegans are increasing, it could decrease McDonald's revenue since McDonald's doesn't offer a vegan product. Okay, and that's all from me. The next part will be discussed by my partner Dopil.
Hello everyone, my name is Dopil Putra Daya, and now is my part about issue in McDonald's company. Eating at McDonald's actually is not a bad thing, right? The taste of the food really delicious, like French fries and the burgers. Not only that, the service they provide also good, right? But if we consume fast food at McDonald's excessively, it can be a problem. Based on latest news, consuming fast food regularly is not a good for health because it contains excessive sodium, fat, and sugar, which can cause obesity. Then, research in Brazil also proved in a journal entitled "Young Children Are the Main Victim of Fast Food-Induced Obesity in Brazil" state that there was a very strong positive correlation between overweight rates and the number of McDonald's restaurants. So, in that research conclude that strong correlation between the prevalence of overweight and obesity and the number of McDonald's restaurants were found for Brazilian children and were most important in the youngest group of children. These outcomes should be considered by education and prevention campaigns. Therefore, in recent years, many lawsuits have been leveled against McDonald's for the obesity case. There is already defense actually from the company, such as including a healthy menu, but in here, McDonald's lacks transparency. So why I said lacks transparency? Okay, let's take an example from cigarette. On the cigarette packs, as we know, they state that smoking kills or smoking causes lung cancer. It shows that there is transparency to consumer and consumer know the risk if they smoke. Meanwhile, at McDonald's, there is no mention that the dangers of their food if consumed in excess. Due to lack of transparency, this can lead to lawsuit from one party at the one time, so that it can also damage the image and the sustainability of the company. So that's all from me, and the next slide will be explained by my friend.
Okay, hello, my name is Maudi Rahma. Here I would like to explain about the impacted stakeholders due to the issues that has been faced by the company. After analyzing the situation, we have some stakeholders, both external and internal, that need to be communicated with due to the impact of the key issue. For the external stakeholders, we concern with the government because we considering that the government will make a regulation that will impact the company. Also, we concern with the media because considering that the media will report the news and spread the issues to the public. And for the customer itself, we also considering it because we think that the loyal customer will stop to buying the McDonald's product and later will impact the company sales. We also concerning the competitors because when the news come to the public, it will benefit the competitors and make the competitors gain the market share. Meanwhile, for internal stakeholders, we concerning about the shareholders because the issues will affect the stock price of the companies and later on will affect the return of the investment. And the last, we put attention to the employees because when the issues are getting worse, the employee will be impacted in the form of the job continuity and stability. Okay, after reanalyzing some stakeholders that might be impacted by the key issues and concerning about the legitimacy, power, and urgency, we come up with 3 key stakeholders that become our priority, such as customer, shareholders, and government. Due to the obesity issues that impact the company image, we consider our customers to become our prioritized stakeholders because customer itself have directly impact to the company revenue, sales, and profits. The customer has important role in the sustainability of the company, and it is proven by the news that mentions in the slide. It is reported that McDonald's experiencing the global sales decline by 2.3% because of the obesity issue. The news also proven that the obesity issue will impact the profitability of the company and later on will impact the return of the investment. Therefore, we also prioritize the shareholder because they are a crucial part of the company that will control all the decisions that will taken by the company. And the last, we also considering about the government because the government has the power to influence the company's business in the legal way. In this case, the government has the power to set the regulations that will impact the companies. For example, as mentioned in the news in the slide, The government has the power to ban the advertisement that related to the junk food because it is considered as harmful for the public. Therefore, government will highly impact the company. And for the next part will be presented by Clara.
Thank you so much, Maudi. Hi everyone, my name is Clara, and we are going to discuss about the gap that appears between my Big Mac. So as we can see here that we have the two layers of the patties. The upper layer draws the face about the internal party from the McDonald's, while the lower patty shows the external party from the McDonald's. When McDonald's wants to serve the best place to enjoy the moment of the togetherness with the best meals, the external party tends to see McDonald's as the one of the causes in the increasement of obesity in US. In this case, rudely, we can say that actually the obesity issue is all under the customer's hand, and McDonald's do not have any responsibility about the obesity issues. We already serve about the calories calculator on our website, and our customer can access the website every day, everywhere, and anytime. However, discussing about this gap, McDonald's actually have the opportunity to enhance its business globally. Why? Because by this issue, we can elaborate new menus, new recipe with the health-based ingredients, such as plant-based ingredients. Maybe we can make an oat patty or maybe carrot patty, something unique with the plant-based ingredient. The opportunity for us is that our coverage of the customer will be broader. We can reach the people with the high conscious about the healthiness. Other than that, we also give the opportunity for our beloved customer. They will have so much choices in their basket. They have a lot of choices in their meals, even healthier. So that is from us. Thank you. See ya in the next project.